Hi there guys, I'm Ben Barrow and welcome to my pub. Welcome inside and welcome back to another video guys. I've been so excited to get this one over to you, but I didn't want to spoil the surprise, and the surprise being that me and my business partner acquired this beautiful, large, massive pub that we're going to convert into a 13-bedroom sui generis HMO. This is actually the second time I've been filmed in this pub because I had none other than Dion Dublin from Homes Under the Hammer come when I first got the keys back in September, back end of 2025, and he did the first filming episode for this property, and then he's going to come back at the end once it's all renovated. So I thought, no, now we've got planning permission, I will put a video and show all you guys what we're going to do here. So this cluster is going to be the 6-bedroom portion. Look at it, it's huge, it's open, it's going to be a beauty to work with, other than these huge walls here that divide the main bar area with the toilet. So they are going to be some absolutely ginormous steels. So there's going to be a few lads getting those up, let me tell you. We're going to put the 6 bedrooms here, and then the kitchen's going right in the corner, because obviously with the 2 clusters, that means we're going to have 2 kitchen communal spaces. So if you look at the plan, that is the layout for the first cluster. So now I'm going to take you over to the other cluster. This is going to be a 7-bedroom cluster making up the complete 13-bed HMO. Now there are a couple of niceties on this one that make it easier to renovate and which were appealing when I first looked at this property. The first one being the fact that it's already got a 3-phase board in. Now if you don't know how to find out whether a board is a 3-phase, the way you do it is you look at down here underneath the meter. There's this box here, and there's actually, as you can see, there's 3 elements there. If all 3 of those elements are in place, that generally means it's a 3-phase board. A 3-phase board means there's more power coming into the property, which means we've got enough to produce enough power to run 13 bedrooms and operate as efficiently as possible. We haven't got to upgrade, which is A1. So now we're in the 7-bedroom cluster. This is yet again another bar area. Back in the day, this used to be the place to be. Look, there's a stage, there's 2 bars, but when the COVID pandemic came along, it wiped out a lot of the pub industry, unfortunately, and this just doesn't make sense. They've tried to reopen it a few times and it just does not work. So it's only right that this place gets used and gets converted to residential. So this will get used by the right people. We're going to make these beautiful, beautiful studio rooms, which will work perfectly for young professionals in the area. And there's loads around here. The hospital's 5-10 minutes in a car. Newcastle University is just down the road, and there's so many transport links, including a bus stop right outside of the property. So it's a perfect location for young professionals to live, and the rooms are going to be massive. The average room size is 15 square meters, not including ensuite, which means these rooms are going to be absolutely colossal. Even myself and the HMOs that I do as 5 bedrooms are never normally that big. So let me show you around this cluster. So this is the 7-bedroom. All of this now downstairs is going to become 3 bedrooms, and then there's going to be 4 bedrooms upstairs on the first floor. Over here, we're going to have a large communal kitchen. So you might be looking around and thinking, how are the windows staying where they are with all of the new rooms that are coming in? Well, they're not. The windows are going, and we're going to be putting new windows in. And then again, you might be asking, well, what about the brickwork? Is it not going to look horrible with all the patchiness and trying to brick match? Yes, it is. But me and my architect have devised a really nice scheme. So we're going to do half-height rendering throughout, and then we're going to clad the gable end, which, if you have a look, it's going to look unbelievable. So I cannot wait to show you that on the back end. So let's make our way from downstairs to the first floor so I can show you what it is now and what it is going to be. So this is the back door that we use at the minute, but we're going to be moving that. So now this wall is going to be gotten rid of, and then this is where the new entrance is going to be. So we're going to chuck a stud wall all the way down here, and this means that the 6-bed cluster is going to be on the right hand side, and then the 7-bed cluster is going to be on the left hand side, and you'll come in through this entrance because it backs up just off the car park. So you'll walk straight in off your car and inside. Don't let me forget though, one thing that I've got to do, another one is, which is very common with sui generis HMOs, is I've got to put a bike shed out there. So when you're doing a 7-bed or above, they may ask you, the local council, to put a bike shed in. So I've had a look at a few different options. It's going to look around £4,000 to buy one that's readily done, which they do look really, really good, but to save money, I'm just going to build one myself. I'm going to literally put a few of those posts in, bolt them to the floor, and it's got a really good area out there to actually put the bike shed in, and then putting a nice plastic sheeting over the top. Right, let's head upstairs. So this is horrible now because it's been left over winter, there's been no heating on in here, and this is gonna have to be externally insulated because I am absolutely freezing at the minute. It's so cold in here, but also it's got incredibly damp. As you can see, all of the plaster is now getting moldy. I think this is just a heating issue because the roof is in perfect condition, which was again another brilliant benefit to buying this property. That would have been a huge cost that we would have had to outlay, but all of the flat roof seems in good condition and the actual roof itself is in excellent condition. So let's have a walk around. So this is where the owner-occupier lived before. So it's got a kitchen. We have had an infestation of some sort. Either, well, hopefully it's a mouse, not a rat, but they've had some fun in here, but yeah, not very nice. But this is going to become a new bedroom, and the best thing about this first floor is this is the only wall in the whole of the first floor that's got to be taken down, and it's all stud. So no steels up here. This is going to be a really nice and easy one to renovate. We're going to shoot a stud wall straight down there, and that's the first bedroom. Second bedroom just here, and they all work within the original floor space. Third bedroom here, and the other thing is the windows are actually in really good condition as well. They're internally beaded, so we may keep those to keep the cost down. Over here, this is where we're going to make the last two bedrooms, but they're all, again, absolutely massive. So this is a bit of a dream to work with, to be honest. So this isn't a pretty part within the house, but it is very helpful. This is the cellar, so this is going to be used for my utilities. Obviously, as you can imagine, we're going to have loads of water storage in here because there's 13 tenants. We're not quite there yet with what we're going to do, but what we think we're going to do is use 750 litres of unvented storage for the water, the hot water, as well as an upgrade to our mains water to a 50 mil, which means we're going to have loads and loads of pressure to feed all those showers. So if they do put them on at the same time, we're not man down stinkies. Anyway, I'll show you around. So it's not the smoking area. This is some more of the old pub memorabilia, but we've got this large open space here. So this is where we're going to whack those 750 litres of ugly unvented cylinder, but no one's going to see them down here. It's a great space for them. And the only thing I've really got to do, other than rip all this steel out, and I'm going to get the rag and bone man here, the scrap man, he's going to have some fun, is this is where the barrels used to get brought up and down. There's actually just some steel doors there, but the only thing is, as you can see, it's really wet, so this place is super damp. We're going to put a couple of steels across there, a steel plate over, and then we're going to put loads of concrete in there to fill that gap and make sure that it's watertight for the foreseeable, and this is a good place to put our utilities in. Right, let's head back up. We're going to talk through the plans, and then we're going to go through the most important thing, which is the figures. Right then, welcome to my office. You might recognise this from my Instagram short video where I did a walkthrough of this pub. If you haven't seen that, then give that a watch on my Instagram, which is here. Now, I'm going to go through the floor plan for this property. So, as we said, we're going to walk in through the back door, which is where the car park is, following my cursor just here. And then we come to these two clusters. So, the first one is on the right here, and then the next one is on the left just here. So this is the 6-bedroom one coming round. This is that bar area that I spoke about, and this is where the toilets are. So we're gonna have to smash out those huge walls that I was talking about and put some steels in there to bring the stud walls forward. Now, I've done, like I said, 2 clusters because of having the one bad egg, etc. What do you guys think? Would you have made 2 clusters, or would you have gone with one 13-bedroom HMO? Let me know what you think in the comments, because I'm always interested to see what other investors think and how I could do things differently next time if I was to. So let me know what you think. Would you have it as a 6 and a 7-bedroom HMO, or would you have one big 13 bedroom HMO? Let me know. So this is the 6 bedrooms. We've got a kitchen, communal, dining space just here. And then at the end of this corridor, we've got another fire exit, which is just behind me actually, just here. And then we've got another 4 bedrooms like so. As you can see, the size on these rooms are impressive. This space just here is, this size just here is not including en suites. So we've got a 15 square meter, 13 square meter, 14, 14, 12 and 14. If you're in HMO world, you'll know these are good size rooms. All right, coming into the next cluster then, so we've got 3 bedrooms down here. So these are a little bit smaller on the ground floor for the 7-bed cluster. This one's 10, 11 and 14, but then we've got a nice big kitchen diner space just here, which is 17 square meters. And that again has got another fire exit just here. And then this is linked up by having the staircase. So we're gonna put a lintel in just here and open this up. So this will have access to the first floor on this staircase. So going to the first floor, so where the old kitchen was, that's gonna be bedroom 1 like I spoke about. Then we're gonna go into bedroom 2, nice big room, 14 square meters. Then we come down into the 3rd bedroom, which is 13 square meters, and then the last one is 12 square meters. Another question for you guys, we've put here to have a storage area, but these rooms are all massive, so do they need a storage area? Or should I take this area just here and add it to bedroom 12, so it's 15 square meters? Would you rather use that space for a bedroom and make it bigger? Let me know what you think in the comments. Right, now on to the figures. So, I don't normally do things like this, but like I said, again, if you've watched the short, this will make more sense. So, the purchase price all in is £240,000. The build is going to be 330k. Now this is based off 25k per room. This is going to be an ultra luxurious HMO. So if you have a look at some of my previous builds, we do all ensuited HMOs with fully tiled bathrooms, and all of the rooms are going to have kitchenettes. We're going to put LVT throughout, so it's going to be really, really nice, which is why it's going to be 25k a room. This is going to bring us to a grand total of £570,000. So going on to room rents then. So the average room rent is going to be £715 per calendar month per room. Monthly, that's going to equate to £9,100 per calendar month that this property is going to bring in. That'll take us to a total of an annual gross income of £110,000. Now, what does that mean in terms of GDV? We're estimating that the GDV is going to be a whopping £940,000, which means this is going to be an all money out deal, and an absolutely fantastic one at that. I really hope you've enjoyed this first episode to a 3-part series, which is going to be the first look, the build, and then the end complete result. And stay tuned, because you're going to learn so much. I am not going to leave anything out and show you exactly how I'm going to turn this from pub to luxurious 13-bed HMO. If you need any help on your property journey, then please reach out. And if you want to watch more videos like this, then don't forget to subscribe. Take care, guys.